What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Montreal Diecast Cafe, MDC, guys, and I've got a bit of a different video to do today, guys. We're gonna do a little discussion. I think I really want to know what you guys think. I want to hear your comments. I kind of want to talk to my audience a little bit. Has anybody ever gotten to the point, by the way, coffee time, has anybody ever gotten to the point in their collection where they're like, what am I going to do? What am I going to collect? Where am I going to put it? Where am I going to start? Questions on top of questions. And do I continue? Do I continue with Hot Wheels? Do I move on to Mini GT? Do I move on to... I mean, so many questions go through your head when you're collecting, guys. Especially when it comes to 164. There's always ways to make space. It's not really that so much as the problem. Well, it is when it comes to Hot Wheels. And we'll get into that after, but... there always comes a point in time where you say, do I have enough? Do I need more? Do you get overwhelmed? These are questions that are a little bit tough to answer sometimes. Now, I've been a few days completely cleaning up my room. I changed around a lot of things. And I've gotten to the point where I'm saying, okay, where am I going with my collection? Now, the one thing I'm starting to decide, I think I'm starting to realize, is that the problem I'm really having, well, let's face it, once you have an open collection, guys, when you have to start putting things in boxes, well, then that's where things start to turn around. And this is where I am at this point now, because now, in my head, I'm thinking, do I stop with mainlines? Because you can so easily get overwhelmed once you start collecting with mainlines. Because you have to remember, Hot Wheels puts out a good, 300 or 400 mainlines, if not more, per year. A couple of years, you could have a few thousand mainlines very easily. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, collect what you like. Yes, that's easy. When you start off, I tell everybody, when you're starting a collection, buying what you like is the best way to go. But any collector that's been in it for a few years, a good few years, starts to realize, well, I love cars. So I kind of like everything. And that's where it gets a little tricky. Because you can easily load up with 100,000 mainlines and just end up with no place to put them. So I started over the past year and a half, maybe even 2 years, I started concentrating more and more on my premiums. Now I'm still going with premium Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels is definitely my top brand, and I never want to get out of Hot Wheels. But this is where I've got to make my decision. Do I continue with Tarmac? Do I continue with Inno? Do I continue with Pop Race? Do I continue with Mini GT? And if I do, well, I've got to make a cut somewhere. So maybe the mainlines might be the place to start the cut. Because let's be honest, I don't have a house built just for Hot Wheels. I am married, do have kids, I do have to share my house. Which is a shame. It really is a shame. But hey, we can't trade the wife in for Hot Wheels. Just won't work, okay? We all understand why, right? Anyway, we'll get there. But the point is that eventually I will, when the kids move out, I will acquire a little bit more space. I will acquire the whole basement. That is in my plans. My wife knows it, but she's not too happy about it. But anyways, that's another thing as well. So, but Hot Wheels comes out with a lot of premiums in a year. Mini GT comes out with some good premiums. Can't forget Matchbox as well. Obviously, Matchbox as well. For collecting Mattel, we're collecting Matchbox. So anyway, as I said, I've been rearranging the room a lot. I've been making a lot of space so I can continue with the premiums. But I've gotten to the point where I'm going to decide, listen, mainlines just can't do it. I just cannot store them anymore. I mean, I've got drawers and drawers full. I've got car keepers full. That corner's almost full of car keepers. Underneath the other wall over there is full of car keepers. I'm drowning in mainlines. I had to make a decision because this corner over here was full of boxes, which were all cards. Because I've been keeping the cards of all the cars that I open. To be honest with you, I don't know why. Okay? Now this is, where does a collection become hoarding? Now that's another question, okay? Am I collecting or am I hoarding cars now? When it comes to mainlines, it's very easy to be a hoarder. Because once something can't be displayed and put up on the wall, well, that you're actually becoming hoarder. Because if I'm keeping things in boxes and I got to start renting, let's say, entrepôts, storage units, and start keeping boxes of cars and cards and this and that, then I got a problem. Then we all have a problem, I guess. Okay? That, I would say, is more hoarding than collecting. Because, well, actually, they are collecting as well. They're collecting a lot of dust when you do it that way. But anyways, the point is that every collector gets to points in their collections where they have to decide, where am I going? What am I doing? Okay? Now, it's a little bit harder for me because I have this channel and I like to open up things and I like to show you guys, okay? So basically, I buy things that I like, but I also buy things that I don't really like as well because I need to show you guys this. Now, I could easily turn around and sell it after, take my loss, whatever, because I open it and I sell it and I take a loss. That won't bother me so much. But the point is, I don't like selling. I don't have the time to sell. I don't have the time to post, answer questions, this, that. Oh, you want to meet? No. It's not for me, okay? The public is too crazy when it comes to pricing Hot Wheels or accepting the price of Hot Wheels and this and that. And then you become a scalper, and it's just not for me, okay? So, like I said, dilemmas appear, and, well, I guess there's always an answer for everything. And it looks like my answer is going to have to be a cut on mainlines. So, that's where I'm standing at the moment, okay? Now, another question. Well, not so much a question. I guess it's more of, oh, hold on. Let me get to this. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. I had somebody at the door. Where was I? Okay. Now, I have some advice for you first-time collectors or your beginners out there, because I have a lot of questions from people that are just starting their collections, how to collect, what to do. I have some advice. The first thing you have to decide when you start collecting is your collection going to be open or is it going to be closed? I mean, an open collection is more for somebody who knows they will not be selling their collection, okay? That their collection is for them. Now, this is what an open collection is about. Also, the point is that an open collection allows you more space for cars. Now, I've got thousands of cars in here, guys. I must have well over 6,000 cars opened and on the walls, on display. For you to have that amount carded, you would need a huge space. Okay? Now, there's different ways people collect. Like, a lot of people will tell me, oh, well, your collection's not really that big. A huge collection is extremely easy to come upon. Just like I told you, Mattel releases so many mainlines a year. And the majority of collections you see on YouTube, guys, are mainlines with premiums. They all mix their cars together and they put them in cases up on the wall. So it looks amazing, looks full. Well, that's two things. Two things I'm not good with that. Me, preferably, I like to have a room of premium cars. That was my goal for a long time. Not at the beginning, obviously. At the beginning, I made the mistake that everybody makes, and that's, I hate to see empty cases. So let's fill them. Let's fill them. They look better full. So you take everything you can find, your worst cars, you throw them in there, all your main lines, I throw them in. Boom, wow, it looks amazing. Wow, that's great. Full room of everything. That's cool. I prefer quality over quantity. That's just me. This is my opinion. Everybody has their own way of collecting. Everybody has their own opinion. Okay? But I could easily fill my whole house with mainlines. But that wouldn't do it for me. I prefer to have premiums. But also this way, I've fallen into a rabbit hole, a trap, that a lot of collectors fall into. Another thing you have to decide, point number 2. Whether you want complete sets or you just want the car. Now, me, I started with complete sets, and my collection was, turn around, that the way I display them are complete sets, like Boulevard from 1 to 137, okay? Or Car Culture, all the way to the end, okay? This is the way I do it. But the mistake in this is the fact that Hot Wheels repeats so many cars in a year. So you end up with a lot of repeats on the wall. Well, again, this is another decision you have to make, okay? And I've made my decision that way, and I guess I have no choice but to stick to it. But it cost me more money to do the collection this way than I would if I just went by car. And another thing, if I only collected cars that I like, well, my collection would be a lot smaller too. But anyways, these are decisions that you make. These are decisions that you will make. When I first started collecting, I fell in love with treasure hunts. I thought, wow, treasure hunts, that's amazing. Rare cars that are hard to find by Hot Wheels. I said, just like Pokemon, gotta have them all. Yeah, want them all. Well, I put my bloody foot in my mouth, I'll tell you, because I do have them all. I have the whole treasure hunt, super treasure hunt collection. But you realize how hard it is to find these cars. And I've got to hunt hard. I have to talk with friends. I have to find people that are selling them reasonably. I have to look at swap meets, this, that. I've really got to hunt them down to get that collection. And now that I have, from 95 all the way to right now, it's almost impossible for me to just let it go and say, okay, I'm done. No. I'm not done. Okay? So, do I want to fall into the rabbit hole of becoming a hoarder? And this is where I'm getting in my dilemma with the main lines. Because now, I don't put my main lines up on the wall. The only main lines I have up on the wall are the Matchbox over there. Okay? And on the other wall, on the other side of this one, I have my Hot Wheels museum wall. This is my wall I like to call the museum. Because it is a mix of cars from the 60s to now. Okay, a mix of all different types of cars, whether they're variations or whether they're final runs or whether they're cool classics, whatever it is. That is my museum wall. That one is full of main lines because, let's face it, back before the 90s, most of the cars were on these Neo wheels or fast rolling wheels. Okay, so that kind of the reason that wall will stay that wall and be main lines. But the rest of my room is all premium. Now that I've decided to take out all the main lines and throw them in bins, which I have under the desk, and anyways, I'll show you guys that after. I'm loaded to the gills with main lines. I must have a good 6,000-7,000 main lines. I've even got main lines that I haven't even opened yet. Okay, from 2005, 2004, just no place. I have no place. Okay, for those. And but Mattel, they're very quick. Okay, they know us as collectors, we're eventually going to get to this point where I am. So what do? They put out awesome looking main lines, right? Of course. Beautiful main lines. Yeah, baby, let's grab them. Next thing you know, where am I going to put them? That same old question comes up again and again and again. So, we will ask ourselves over and over again, where are we going with the collection? Some people get anxious. Some people say, oh, I can't deal it anymore. I can't take it. Let me sell everything. I want it all gone. Well, us as collectors, we know when we do that. Once the last car is gone, you sold it, you say, fuck, I miss my collection. So what are we going to do? What's that answer? Well, there's two easy answers, I guess. One, don't collect mainlines. Two, don't collect anything. Or three, just don't worry about it. Let time take you where you're going to go. You're going to figure out your collection. You're going to figure out what you want to do with your collection. And just enjoy the hobby. I guess that's basically what it all comes down to. Let us just enjoy the hobby. But you really do have to make these simple decisions when you first start. I'm collecting this type of car. I'm collecting that type of car. I want premiums. I want only main lines. I want opened, closed. You know, it sounds easy when you put it together like that. But it's not. Because I still ask myself questions all the time. What am I going to do? But now, since I'm going this way, I have a lot of room. I still have a lot of room to fill up in here. So I'm good for a couple more years, I think. Once the kids are old enough and they move out, we will take the rest of the basement. Because God forbid, I'm not going to stop. I just love the hobby. I love the cars. And there's so many nice cars coming out. But don't fall in the rabbit hole, guys, of starting to collect every brand. Don't get into the mini GTs, the Tarmac, the Inno64, CM, Ghost Player, whatever it is. You got to figure you're going to stay one way. Maybe two brands. Two brands is okay to go with. But once you start going over that, God, is it easy to run out of space, guys. Really. I mean, I have a ton Mini GT. I've got a ton of it. I've got hundreds of Mini GT. I've got some Tarmac Works. Don't have a lot of Tarmac Works, and I don't have a lot of Inno64. Pop Race, I don't have a lot of either, okay? I've slowed down on them, all right? I mean, I was starting to go crazy as well, and I started to realize, oh, whoa, what's going on? Now, once this starts taking too much space that I can't build up these guys, I mean, hey, let's face it. It's all about Hot Wheels to be, guys. All right? Got to draw the line. That's it. So I collect only what I like in those. Where have I heard that before, right? I think I said the same thing when I started Hot Wheels. I'll collect only what I like. Yeah, I see how that went. Anyway, this is what I want to discuss with you guys. And I really would like to know in the comments, guys, how you collect. And if this video is at least a little bit useful to you guys. Okay? We will take a spin of the room because it's been a while since I've done a room spin with you guys. Okay? And I do have a lot to show you because I have changed quite a bit of things in here. And also just to show you how fast and easy it is to run out of space, guys. All right? So, let's do it, guys. Let's take a look around the room. All right? Okay, so first off, guys, this is one of the new walls I've put up. And this is my wall of Mini GT, guys. All right? And as you can see, like I was saying, it doesn't take long before it spills over here. Okay, and this is where Mini GT and Kaidos is spilling over. Which is at the bottom of my RLC wall, but anyways, I'll get to that after. As you can see, I put some 118s out. Never had space for the 118s before, so I finally built a little table, put the 118s, put some of the Team Transport's trucks in these cases here, which I have a few more cases lying around. I'll show you guys that after as well. And up here on top of the fireplace, we do have some Inno64 and some other brands that are in these rotating cases. This is the display case of the Sweet 16 that I am trying to complete. All right, so as you can see, we've got a few cars. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the 16, so I'm still missing another 8. And let's move over here. As you can see in this corner over here, I started to put all the empty boxes. Okay, as you can see, these are all empty boxes, and it goes quite deep, quite deep in there. So a lot of boxes. This, as I said over here, this wall here. Now, you guys seen in my other videos, I've cleaned up this whole section here. It's completely cleaned out, and I've put all my Matchbox up, guys. So these are all Matchbox now. This wall used to be mainline Hot Wheels. Now it's premium and mainline Matchbox. Over here, I've got some car jammers. Okay, car keepers. And I really wanted to do that whole section here with car keepers, but I've got that little unit there, which I haven't figured out what I'm doing with that yet. But anyways, that's besides the point. Mainlines, guys. If you look under my work table there, those are drawers full of baggied Hot Wheels, guys. Okay? And I literally mean full. Okay? As you can see, they're all baggied main lines, okay? Now that's all of these full. So, as you can see, very easy to fill up main lines. I made another table over here where I have my displays, the dioramas, sorry, and some more of my 118s. Okay, so if I get up here and we look, there it is. All right, some empty boxes on the bottom. And, well, as you guys know, you know my collection. Those are all my RLCs up top. Those are all the RLCs, NFTs, special cars like that. That whole collection there. That's the rest of the car culture on the bottom there. So as you can see, I got a lot of empty space there. On top of my desk, there's my desk, guys. That's where all the magic happens. That wall there, as you guys know, is the complete Super Treasure Hunt collection and Treasure Hunt collection from '95. This corner right here is convention cars. Okay, moving along. I've just recently today built that little shelf there on the bottom where I'm storing all the empty cards. Okay, those are all empty cards. And I only emptied a couple of boxes. I've still got another 6-7 boxes full of cards. So I'm trying to figure out what to do with those cards. Those are actually 143s there, guys, on top. A couple of 143 Ferraris. And as you can see, I've emptied out a case by taking out the main lines. All right. Up there we got the mail aways. Not a big deal. Just to show you guys fast. I'm not going to go through everything. 100% Hot Wheels. All right, and we'll move over here. This is all the car culture collection and the boulevards, which I'm going to do a video on the boulevards, guys, because the whole collection is there. And over here, that's my some more car keepers and my whatchamacallit, scrapyard, guys. Underneath here, I've got 2 rows of car keepers as well. So as you can see, there's tons and tons of main lines. Those boxes there too. Those 2 boxes full of sealed cards that I haven't opened yet. Carded cards. There's this big box here, which is full of carded cards as well. Okay, that I haven't opened yet from the older 2000s. And this is my museum wall, guys. Okay, this is the wall I was telling you about. The only wall you're going to see main lines, guys, is this wall right here. Because it's my museum wall. All right, you got the red lines, some black walls. Okay, my bone shakers, twin mills. You know, there's the Hot Wheels F1 cars from early days till now. So as you can see, this wall will be the only one that's going to keep main lines. But I can't change that. I mean, this wall, I really can't change it. I just love the fact that there's so many old Hot Wheels. I mean, who remembers these ones? They used to pop open. I think it were pop-ups or something. You'd smash them and they would pop open. Just crazy vehicles, okay? But anyway, that is what you get when you take out main lines. You get more space. There's some more Hot Wheels right there. Those 2 boxes there. Those are sealed Hot Wheels. Haven't opened yet. And this drawer here. Those 2 drawers there. Sealed Hot Wheels I haven't opened yet either. But the main lines, I just don't have the place for them, guys. So as you can see, been quite busy changing things in the room. So, with that being said, everyone, now you see roughly what I've been up to in my room. Okay? And I've been busy. And that's the best thing about the hobby, is that you can always change things around and you can always keep busy, and you get to see your cars over and over again. The more you move them around, do this, do that, figure out how you're going to place them. This is the best thing about collecting, guys. So do not get overwhelmed when you look at your collection and say, shit, I got to do something. Do not go, no. Say, yeah, let's go. I like to see this. I get to touch the cars. I get to feel them. This one goes here. This one goes there. Beautiful. But anyway, these are decisions you all have to make when it comes to collecting cars, guys. All right. Next video, guys, I do have some stuff to look at. I don't have a lot to check out. Should I open them now? No, I'm not going to open them now. We'll do it in the next video, okay? This is enough. Anyways, guys, please let me know in the comments. Talk to me. Let me know how you collect, how you like to collect, whether you post all your main lines. I mean, you know, one other thing I wanted to say about other people's collections, okay? Because I do have a lot of comments saying, well, you know, you don't have that much. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to get into it. Guys, have yourselves a safe and pleasant hunting. Till next time, be safe, be well. Happy hunting, everybody. Take care, ciao.